Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. Today, we're going to talk about something that seems simple on the surface, just a name, but actually reveals a deep cultural, legal, and emotional debate in Japan. The question of whether married couples should be allowed to keep different last names. In many countries, this isn't even a debate. Some couples share a surname, some don't, and both options are normal. But in Japan, the law requires married couples to have the same surname. And although the law doesn't explicitly say which partner must change their name, in reality, about 95% of women take their husband's last name, not because they always want to, but because it has become the default. So the conversation isn't really just about names. It's about identity, about equality, about tradition, and about how family is defined. Why is this a debate now? Modern Japan is changing, slowly, sometimes reluctantly, but undeniably changing. More women are working full-time. More people are delaying marriage. More citizens question whether tradition should automatically override personal choice. And for many women today, changing a surname isn't just paperwork. It means losing a name they've had their whole life, changing professional and academic records, updating bank accounts, passports, licenses, and work profiles, and sometimes feeling like their identity no longer belongs fully to them. Some describe it as feeling like their name and a part of themselves was erased. For others, it's emotional in a different way. They say, open quote, "Why is my name the one that disappears?" Close quote. Why not just make it optional? Supporters of selective separate surnames say, it's about freedom of choice. A surname is part of personal identity. No one should be forced by law to give it up. Couples who want the same name can still choose it. Couples who don't want to shouldn't be forced to. They also point to international comparisons. Japan is now the only G7 country where the law requires married couples to share a surname. The United Nations has even issued recommendations to Japan, encouraging legal reform. And there's another growing trend. Some couples avoid legal marriage and choose common law partnerships because they don't want to change their name, not because they don't love each other, but because the law gives them a painful choice. Open quote, "Love and lose your identity, or keep your identity and lose legal benefits." Close quote. For many, that doesn't feel like a fair choice at all. So why do some people oppose the change? For those against separate surnames, the argument is not about paperwork, but about values. Some believe that sharing one surname creates a sense of unity, family identity, a shared symbol of commitment. Others worry about children. Which surname should they take? Should siblings always share the same name? Could having different surnames weaken the idea of family? And behind these concerns, there is something older and deeper. The idea of the household as a unit, what Japan calls E. This traditional concept views family not just as relationships between individuals, but as one continuous line connecting ancestors, parents, and future generations. For people who hold this worldview, separate surnames feel like a fracture, like breaking the chain. So where does the debate stand? Public opinion surveys show something interesting. Support for allowing separate surnames is increasing, especially among younger generations. Opposition is strongest among older generations and political groups with traditional views about family and gender roles. The Supreme Court has avoided declaring the current law unconstitutional. Instead, it has repeatedly said, open quote, "This is a decision Parliament must debate," close quote. In other words, the courts aren't going to change it. Politics must. But beneath the debate is a gender question. Many women ask, open quote, if either partner can legally change their name, then why do almost only women feel pressured to do it? Close quote. Some men say, open quote, "It's tradition," close quote. Others say, open quote, "I didn't really think about it." Close quote men quietly say, open quote, "I didn't want to change it, but saying no would cause conflict, so I did it." Close quote. For them, the surname rule is less about law and more about power, pressure, and expectations. What happens next? Japan now faces a pivotal question. Should marriage be a legal structure that demands uniformity, or should marriage be based on individual choice and equal partnership? There isn't one correct answer, but ignoring the question won't make the issue disappear, especially while fewer people marry, birth rates fall, and young adults hesitate to enter systems that feel restrictive rather than supportive. So let me ask you, is a family defined by a shared name or by shared commitment, love, and connection? Should a country protect tradition or protect individual freedom? Or is the real solution somewhere in between? Thanks for watching and for thinking deeply about this with me. If you found this topic meaningful, feel free to subscribe for more videos exploring Japan's evolving society, identity, and future. Until next time, take care. And whatever name you carry, I hope it remains truly yours.